Hello to the global Gunpla community. Welcome back to the Mobile Suit Hangar, and today we are going to do another custom Gunpla video. It's been a while since I did a video like this, so I think it's about time for me to do another video. So what I'll be working on is the scrap high-grade iron-blooded orphans grays that I received so many years ago. I just found it lying in my pile of Gunpla in my shelf, so that's what we're going to be working on right now. And what I've chosen as the theme for this custom build is Berserk. This has been a long overdue tribute to Berserk since the manga series already ended, and we don't know if the team who is handling Berserk is still going to continue it since the author already died, and rest in peace. So but I really love Berserk, and I've chosen Berserk as the theme for this custom for today. So without further ado, let's get on with the build and enjoy. So I'll be walking you guys through this build from start to finish. So let's start by looking at the scrap HG Grays that was given to me a few years ago. As you can see, it is indeed already in scrap status, and we'll be restoring this like MTV's Pimp My Ride. It has missing parts, and from the looks of it, the previous owner attempted to paint some of the armor parts, and we are going to strip that paint. We'll scavenge for replacement parts in my junkyard, and we'll see how much we can restore this kit. So now that we've stripped the paint, let's start looking for parts that we could use to customize this kit. First, I decided to use the 30 minutes missions head option parts to replace the original Gray's head. This option set has various head design combinations to choose from, and I went ahead with this design. Then I looked for hand replacements and hip armor replacements. Alright, so the main MS is already starting to look good. Now I want to add some melee weapons. I've chosen this 30 minutes missions weapon option as the Dragon Slayer sword, and these IBO option parts daggers as secondary melee weapons. Next, I wanted to attach these crap armor parts from the HG Astaroth Renacimento to the calf armor. To make this possible, we'll be using these neodymium magnets to attach this armor piece. We'll start off by trimming some sections of this part, and we'll try to mark the area where we'll drill the holes to put the magnets on. We'll be measuring the diameter of the magnets so we know what drill bit size to use. So this is around 2 millimeters. And for us to drill a hole, we'll be using the Godhand GH PBQ Quick Power Pin Vise. Dang, Godhand needs to work on thinking about shorter and easier to remember names for their tools. And of course, this is brought to you by Hobby Alley. Hobby Alley is the official store for Godhand tools here in the Philippines. Check them out in the links in the description.
Quick review about this pin vise. The drill bits are hexagonal in shape and the pin vise itself is magnetic, so drill bits don't get loose when drilling holes. After drilling the holes, we'll put the magnet on the armor part and we'll use this Hobby Mio super glue to secure the magnet in place. Also available at Hobby Alley. Next, I added these plop plates for a more detailed look. The next step for these would be to shave the corners so these won't look awkwardly sharp. I also used these loaf bread plop plates to cover the sharp sides of the armor add-on. This is to make the added detail more cohesive. Next, I'll be adding some custom panel lines here on the back part of the neck armor. Next, I'll be using this scrap part from the Astaroth Renacimento and attach it to the left arm. Now that plop plating, scribing, and kit bashing are done, let's start painting and detailing. For hand painting, I'll be using Vallejo Mecha Acrylics, Pure Black, and Steel. I'll be using the Vallejo airbrush thinner and the flow improver as a paint retarder that would help in leveling. And of course, a tiny cup of water. My ratio is 2 parts paint, 2 parts thinner, and 1 part flow improver. I also use the Display Color Master paint markers for the other details. Oh, and let's not forget the decals. I just decided not to go overboard with the decals. And finally, satin top coat. Now for the final assembly and showcase.